Right, good morning. Just been watching Vin's airgun basics, and it's gave me an idea about shooting a target. Now, he's talking about people shooting animals, and I agree what he's saying. If I was going to shoot anything, it would have to be a headshot. Take the animal out straight away. None of this shooting at the heart or whatever, so you got the nerve reaction. No, it has to be a headshot. How small the animal is, it would have to be. Funny enough, me and my mate Saturday, we was talking about this, and I just come across Vin's channel, and but it was funny because, as I say, me and my mate was talking about this when we was shooting Saturday about rats and stuff like that, whereas you got to do a headshot just to kill it outright. The amount of people what shoots an animal or vermin, what you want to call it, just to see them roll about shaking. It's all nerves, you know what I mean? Anyway, he's gave me an idea. Now, he's using an inch sweet, I think, on a lolly stick and a mobile phone, and he's saying, like, put it 2 inches apart at 50 metres or 50 yards or whatever yardage. Well, here I've got a mobile phone. You can see what the time is, 067. Okay, and also I've glued on two beads. Okay, my distance is only 24 yards, but we're talking about 6mm beads and not 25mm or 1 inch sweet. And we're not talking about having the sweet on 2 inches away from the phone. I've got it stuck on the phone, and so that's going to be my target today, is to knock them off, knock the beads off the phone. Now, these are super glued on to the casing, so even if I hit the bead and take it off, it could still break the casing of the phone. But that's going to be the target. Yeah. To me, I think he's talking about stress related as well, but in the back of my mind, that is just a target, nothing else. And as you can see, the phone is in good working order. It's in good working order, so if I destroy it, I destroy it, and if I get the beads off, well, that's it. Okay, I'm shooting it just at my back garden, 24 yards, as you know, and we're not talking about a long distance, but we are talking about 6mm beads stuck on a mobile phone, and depending on pellets, and this is what people don't realise, further you shoot out, slightest breeze can knock that pellet out. Well, you saw that Saturday when I was shooting, a bit of a crosswind, pellets were going all ways, you know what I mean? Anyway, just a bit of fun really, but I will put a bullseye target up to take my 0, and we'll see how it goes on from there. But the main target will be 2 6mm beads on a mobile phone. Nothing wrong with the phone. Okay, that's my target. So until I get outside, I'll see you later. Bye.
I'll never let you see the way my broken heart is hurting me. I've got my pride and I know how to hide all my sorrow and pain. I'll do my crying in the
Right, this morning I did say I was going to use the mobile phone, the Asus. Well, the Asus I use in Taiwan, so and I thought to myself, it's a cheap phone, you know, it makes no difference if I hit it or not. So to just make it more harder, I'm using an iPhone, and I've got a bullseye target down there, and this is the iPhone with a single bead on, and then right at the bottom I've got 177 pellets, one there, one there, one up there, one down there, two down there, one up there, and 3 along there. So that's going to be the target. I'm only going to shoot 12 pellets because I'm going out. Okay, so I am recording, and I'm going to take my point of aim first. Right, so point of aim will be on the bullseye number 10. And I need to know where, because last time I shot this, if I remember right, it was shooting a little bit low to the right or to the left. I can't remember that, but I know it was shooting low. Right, okay, so the point of aim, number 10. Take it off safety. Now that shot low. Now I filled out with air, so maybe it'd take a couple of shots, but I didn't really want to do that, but we'll take another shot at number 10. And that's straight in number 10. I have found out that once I filled this up, it does take a couple of shots to get on target. Right, so I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to go for the iPhone, the bead on the iPhone. So I'm going to aim for the top of it and hope it doesn't shoot like that, because that will hit the iPhone if that first shot. So I'm going to aim at the top of the bead, and that's the bead gone. Very good. Right, in a few minutes I'll go and get that phone, and we'll see if it's working. Right, so now we're on these pellets. Oh. Either it's on safety or it's on, or it's not cocked. Okay, so we're on this bead, on this 177 pellet. That's that one gone. Is that a pellet there? I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but I'm taking this one here. That's that, is it? Or is that? I can't remember. There's a pellet here. And that's that gone. Right, there's a pellet on there. And that's gone. Pellet there. And that's gone. I thought there was another pellet along there, but there's a pellet up there. And that's gone. Now these are 177 pellets, aren't they? 4.5, so they're smaller than beads. And now the sun's just come out and hit me in the eye. So I've got a pellet here. That's that pellet gone. I've got one last shot going for this pellet here. And that's that pellet gone. So all the pellets are gone. And I think that should have been the last shot if my adding up was right. And there's the iPhone. Oh no, I've still got one more shot. Alright, we go for the bullseye again. And that's it. Okay. That's quick, wasn't it? 6 minutes. Right, let's go and get the iPhone and see if it works. Right, okay, here's the iPhone. As you can see, it's an iPhone. That's where the bead was, and it's a bit still stuck on there. You know, because it was super glued on. So there's no damage there. There's no damage to the screen. And there's the phone working. Yeah, watching that Vinny gave me the idea just about shooting, you know, okay, my distance, but even so, you're putting a bead on top of the iPhone. Now I don't get stressed out about if I damaged it or not. You know what I mean? You know how much these cost, so they're quite a few £100. But even so, I agree with everything he said about shooting rabbits or whatever. You have to do an headshot. Whatever animal or vermin, what you want to call them, you're shooting, it has to be a headshot. Kill it outright. Yeah. Too many people start air gunning and they get bored with targets after a few days, and what they do, they go out what they call pest controlling, and they don't give a shit where they shoot it, as long as they shoot it. And of course, body shot, if you don't get the heart, well, even if you get the heart, it's not brain dead, you know, and the only way you can really not have an animal to suffer, whether it's a pigeon, rat or whatever, is to shoot it in the head, because once you're brain dead, that's it. There's no feeling. You know, a lot of people, I mean, even in America, they shoot deer and stuff like that, just behind the shoulder blade, you know, for the heart. But it only has to be a few millimetres off. The animal's going to run off and it's going to bleed out, you know what I mean, and it's suffering. You know, even in this country, people are doing exactly the same. You know, instead of putting another shot in it, they're just looking through the scope and it's rolling about like a good, you know what I mean? You know, it wouldn't be too bad if they put 1, 2, 3, 4 shots in it to make sure it's really dead. No, you know, he's right. You want to try that? Get hold of your phone. Stick, well, okay, he's saying 2 inches away on a lolly stick at 50 metres or whatever metres he said, you know, an inch, 25 mil. Well, I've just put a 6 mil bead on that and shot it off. And all that is down to practice. Okay, my distance is not great, but I would even still do that at my friends. Even with the crosswind he's got, I would still take a chance of doing that. Yeah. So that's an iPhone, and you know how much they cost. And if I weren't certain that I couldn't do it, I wouldn't try, you know what I mean? Okay, so I've got a bit of glue stuck on top of that. Who cares? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give the thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you on tomorrow, though, sorry. Yeah, if you do ratting or any sort of killing of pigeons, animal, rabbits, in the head. Okay. I do hate people what shoot, I don't know what you want to call it, vermin, and they just don't give a shit, you know what I mean? It's like that man I told you about a few weeks ago, or a boy shot a little robin from his bedroom window. What for? You know, people like that makes me sick, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's enough ranting. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.